How did I end up here? Lying in your arms, watching city lights burn the stars.
Hello and welcome back to welcome to another tier list. This time it's going to be something a little more closer to home in Xenoblade, and more specifically the blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. To prepare myself, I have pulled up the managed blades section in the game itself, so I can actually. What am I trying to say? So I can actually know the names of the blades I'll be ranking, unlike the anime waifus tier list where I was just going off what I knew and what I didn't know, which was a lot. But hey, hopefully it should be a little more. Well, I don't want to say laid back. These are usually laid back. These will be a little more concise. Yeah, you can see what I'm like without a script usually, and you get the full effect here. Anyway, might as well begin, shall we? It's in alphabetical order, obviously. Well, kind of. As you can see, I've kind of upped the size of my mouse cursor so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's quite off-putting, honestly, but hey, I'll get used to it. I'll put it back to normal after this, but that's besides the point. But anyway, yeah, we'll be ranking them in alphabetical order, as is, sort of, because never mind, we'll get to it. And yeah, here we go. So, alright, starting off with Ardain. Ardain's a wind element blade. She's I think she's a brawler? Hang on. She is a... It doesn't say, but brawler knuckles. That's her class of weapon she uses. Yeah, I think actually she was the... No, she was... I was gonna say she was the first rare blade I pulled, but no. That one's coming up later on. But yeah, she's a pretty nice blade. I like her design a lot, and you know, she's kind of the bookworm type, as if her design wasn't obvious enough. I haven't really got too much to say about her. I mean, I guess I did like putting out the finish chart. Her blade quest was kind of neat. So yeah, we'll put her in. I want to say B, maybe. Yeah, we'll put her in B. Okay. Next up, Aegon. Aegon? Doesn't matter. Aegon is, well, was, I guess, Niall's blade, but he was then later passed down to Morag, who inherited his core crystal, Aegon's core crystal. Gotta be honest, I don't think that highly of Aegon. It's kind of got a more bland design compared to the rest of the rare blades, kind of showing resemblances with common blades, and I think that's kind of to his detriment, really. It's not really that interesting personality-wise either. Quite stoic and I will protect you, that kind of attitude. I wouldn't exactly say he was terrible, but I'll put him in C. Next up, Agathe. I really like Agathe. Design-wise, she's one of my favourites, honestly. She was probably one of the more recent blades I finished developing. She also I'll just skip to it right now. She also shares the same VA with Petroka down here, which was very interesting to find out at first, honestly, because they have such different personalities. It was kind of surprising, but yeah, she's got a really cool design. I like her personality a lot. She's honestly kind of cute, but yeah, I'll put her in A. What the hell was that? Sorry, I thought I heard someone scream downstairs. Whatever. Akos. Akos. Akos is a tough one for me. I like him. He's one of the blades that was just. He's one of the characters that was designed by Nomura, and you can kind of see that in the artwork. So yeah, I believe Nomura also designed Malus and Jin. In that sense, I'm gonna check real quick if he designed Trope as well, but I don't think that's the case. My Joy-Cons have desynced. Okay, cool. Joy-Con drift, man. You can just leave it by itself and there it goes again. Okay, well, waste of time that. Oh, God's sake, man. Joy-Con drift, I hate it. What happens in Nintendo? See the quality. Anyway, Akos. Oh man, this is just a mess already. Anyway, gotta be honest, I don't think much of Akos. Again, Akos is a really weird one for me. I just don't have much to say about him. I don't really think much of his role in the actual story. Let me see. Poppy Alpha, Tora's main blade, I suppose. What are the other ones? I'm not sure why Poppy's here though, considering it's alphabetical, but I guess they're basing off the alpha part, but then again there's Numa right there, whose name starts with a P, but who cares? Anyway. Poppy Alpha, she's not my favourite Poppy variant. That one's coming up later. You can probably guess who, but that's besides the point. But I do love her introduction scene. I'm not going to reenact it because that's going to be the worst to me ever. But hopefully, Feature Me will remember to put it in here. Please, like hopefully. Anyway, yeah, probably I do like her. She's got some really neat eye animations, and yeah, Poppy's kind of like Poppy Alpha anyway. He's kind of like Akos to me. I don't have much to say about her, but unlike Akos, I actually do really like her. So we'll put it B. Numa. All right. Boy. Go rest. I don't think much of Numa. I just don't. I mean, I like her design. That's cool, and being the true form of Pyro and Mithra is really cool in a sense. But she's also a really powerful blade, as you would expect from like the Master Blade or whatever. But as from the Aegis, I mean, I remember there's also a glitch or something you can do where frame 1 of chapter 6, nope, chapter 7, I believe it is, where as you're transitioning into the fight with Manos and Jin after you've awoken Mithra, you can actually fast travel with Numa anywhere and just develop her trust up from there, which makes her overpowered, but as far as I'm aware, that's only in the Japanese versions of the game. I've tried it in the European version, and it doesn't work there, so... But nevertheless, that's not really important. Couldn't be. Azami. Azami is also another one that I developed more recently. I think she was more recent than the Guts. Yeah, pretty sure. And yeah, I like her design. She's really cool. Said she's like this sentient porcelain doll. In that sense, it's, you know, the standard horror trope, or whatever, of the creepy doll. Well, it's just a creepy doll, reminding me of that bloody Amazon thing. Never mind. No one's gonna get that. But I really like her. She's also wielder of the Ether Cannon, which is go away. Which is personally one of my favourite weapon types in the game. So there's that. Boreas. Boreas is a rather rotund fellow, if you catch my drift here. I haven't really done much with Boreas in terms of developing him, and I don't really know much about him. either. So oh my bad. We'll put him in C because I don't hate him from what I know, but I don't know enough about him to really like him in any sense. Bridget's Morag's main blade. Okay, Bridget. Bridget's she's an interesting blade, I'll say, but and like her relationship with Morag is actually really interesting. Like how Morag wants a deeper connection with Bridget, but that's more on the side of Morag rather than is the side of Bridget's character. But nevertheless, I'm rambling. Design wise, she's alright, I guess. She's a Fireblades. Word of the Plunder Whips, which are really good weapons. Actually, one of my favourites. So, I mean, actually, thinking about it, design wise, she is pretty cool. I like the purple. That's really nice. So put her in B. Poppy Buster. Yeah, Poppy Buster was actually the last blade I got, and that was only recently as well. Recently, I'd say about 2 months ago, maybe. I don't know. And oh man, the cutscenes with Poppy Buster were just A+. So they're actually really funny and cool. But as an actual blades, I believe Poppy Buster uses a variant of the shield hammer. I'm gonna check that real quick, though I don't think I can because drift is still a bloody thing. So I was going to, yeah, it's a variant of the shield hammer, which is one of my personal favorites in terms of blade weapons. It's because of how slow it is and how reliant on defense it is. It's more of a tank category, but I mean, it makes sense because Poppy Buster is an absolute unit, but that's besides the point. I mean, it is neat that Poppy Buster is another add-on for Poppy, but unlike the other Poppy variants, Poppy Buster can be equipped to any driver, so it's neat in that sense. So, we'll put him in B. I feel like there's going to be a lot of blades in B, but we'll see. Corvin. Okay. Corvin is one of my personal favourite blades, just by far. He's like, I love the writing he was giving in his blade quest. It's amazing. And, like, he's such a powerful blade. He really is. Like, his evasive arts and the boost he grants, which I'm gonna double check on real quick. This is. I've lost it. I can't find that right now. Never mind. Anyway, he was one of the DLC blades I got added to the game. Along with a few of them will be coming up across in the second year, and like, it's such a good blade. I love Corvin. Like, and his weapon too. The God, so hell with me if I know how to pronounce that. But yeah, like, Corvin's such a good blade. He's gonna be the first one in S rank. This dude, I don't actually know this dude. Is that Grasidius? That is Gracidus, my bad. Gracidus, he's one of the blades that was equipped to, I think it was Patroka? Yeah, Patroka in the main story. That you kind of just get, you can kind of obtain in the post game. I don't think much of him, honestly. He has unique weapons in the Royal Guards. I don't think that's the actual name for it, but I don't really care. But I also don't really think he's that interesting in terms of design or character even. I mean, in character he's like your standard lovable lug type of character, you know. all muscles, no brain, that kind of thing. I think that's the case anyway. I don't actually know much about Grasidius, so I shouldn't be talking my ass off here anyway. But Yeah, I don't think it's that interesting. Good. Like, to see. Crossets. Ooh, Crossets is a good one. I've been, been recently. Actually, I think I finished developing Crosset. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Crossets looks like a fun. I first thought it's really fun. Just the characters like really well written, in my opinion, and like some of the abilities are really good. Like the boost she grants. I've got her on Nia because Crosset's a healer, and I'm kind of one track in that sense. Oh, it's a healer. It's got to go on Nia because Nia's the healer. But yeah, also design, like Crosset's got like, a really nice one. So we're gonna put Crosset in A. Okay, daggers. Daggers. Okay. If we're talking about design alone, daggers is a really cool one. I think it's amazing. But if we're taking in character and the actual blade quest that you have to complete to quote unquote complete his affinity chart. Okay. I think in terms of character, Daggers is kind of obnoxious. I mean, it's to be expected from. I mean, at least the design fits his character. You know what to expect going in, so that's a plus on that side. But see, when you complete Daggers' finish charts, because he's had an epiphany or after you, because he had an epiphany or something after you've completed that blade quest, you have to fill out that chart again. And what it asks you to do to fill it out again are the rather generic quests you have to usually do to fill out blade nodes, blade of finish chart nodes, and yeah, it's kind of dampened my opinion of Daggers a little because I really do like him. He's a great AoE attacking blade, and that can always be really good, but like it's because of those factors that just really lower my opinion of him. Otherwise he would have been like A, but mostly C. Okay, Dahlia. Ooh, I'm sure some of you have seen Dahlia make her way around the internet. She's you know, she's got I'm not gonna dance around it. Her design is rather interesting. She's supposed to be this kind of weird bunny rabbit thing. I mean, you know, I guess in that sense, her design fills multiple quotas there, but that's besides the point. I don't have much to say. I mean, if we're taking out the core appeal of Dahlia's design, I do like the how do I do like how she looks. She's got the beautiful ice patterns across her. That looks really pretty. And her VA also does a great job because I love these southern accents. I know it just works so well for her. And she's an interesting blade, if anything. So I'll put her in B. Dromark. Dromark. Other than being just cool, he hasn't got much to him. I mean, he's a white tiger, that's alright, but in terms of actual character development in a game that's focused more on characters than anything, yeah, it's kind of weak. I don't think he's even that good of a blade in battle either. There's got to be something I'm missing. I don't doubt that, but yeah, it's just alright blade. I guess C. I might put him in D because D for Dromark. I'll put him in C for now. Electra. I don't like Electra. Straight up D. Okay, I realise that's a little unfair, but like, I don't like her character, honestly, and the fact her blade weapon is a shield hammer as well really doesn't help. Yeah, I didn't like her, I'm sorry. Next up, Alma, because, you know, I mean, it's, yeah. Viewer, okay, I didn't explain Alma. No, I really like Alma, like, both in terms of that she's, well, from Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I really liked her character there to begin with, and she's really cool in this one too. She's like super badass and always has been. And she's like one of the most powerful blades in the game as well. So that's something. Fiora. Fiora's another of the DLC blades like Alma previously and Corvin earlier. Fiora's a really good blade, honestly. I mean, I don't really have to say much about her. It's like, her character is just as it was in Xenoblade Chronicles. So, it's kind of like Shulk later on. But yeah, I really like Fiora. She's... what is there to say about Fiora, really? I like her twin blades, they're fun to use, and her arts are really cool, her specials especially. So, hey. Finch. I don't like Finch, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Finch's character of the bird brain continuously forgetting, that's pretty funny, admittedly, I will be honest. But other than that, I mean, again, it doesn't help that Finch's blade weapon is the shield hammer. So, oh man, hey, but, she's good enough to make it see. I had thought Finch was a she, for he for the longest time, but no, it's a Finch is a girl. It's kind of the opposite for Florin here. So Florin, I haven't really used Florin that much. I've barely had her equipped. I was thinking about developing her recently, but I never got around to it. But the thing about Florin here is, even though Florin gives off the aura of a female blade, it's actually a boy. Yeah, it's revealed in the Blade Quest that Florin's actually a guy, and the party surprised that as well, as I was too upon finding it out, because, I mean, you don't assume, it's wrong to assume, but, sometimes it just gives off that aura. But, yeah, that was, like, really interesting as well, because, like, I think that's the first time that's ever been, like, messed around with, the whole idea of transgender. I think it's touched upon merely, but it's still really interesting, and for that alone, I'm gonna put Florin in B. I would put him higher, but again, I haven't really done much with Florin as a blade, so we're gonna leave it there. Godfrey. Apart from having a admittedly pretty cool design, I don't think much of Godfrey. Uses a shield hammer again, so it's a disadvantage by default there. I couldn't see. Honestly, I'm not a fan of how. Oh, don't have to pinch. But yeah, other than the design, which again I think is actually pretty cool, it's not much to him, I feel. Gorg or George, it's Gorg, but whatever. Haven't done much with Gorg. I don't even think he's that interesting from pure first impressions alone. I really have no intention of developing him either, so I'm gonna put him in D. But anyway, next up, Herald. I love Herald. She's got such a cool design, and oh my god, it's so cool. I remember like seeing her for the first time. I was in awe. Actually, if I'm correct, Herald is. I'm in the wrong section. I should be in the Blade album, but I'm not. Herald is. Oh no, I thought Herald was designed by Nomura, but no, she's designed by Hideo Minabe. But either way, yeah, oh, she's just so cool. From looks alone, like actual in battle, she's also really good because, I mean, biased here. She's a wielder of an ether cannon, which personal favourite blade weapon. So yeah, honestly, easy S. Next up, Cassandra. I follow someone on Twitter who has a kind of a love for Cassandra in a way, and in a sense that's endeared me to her a lot. But I do like Cassandra a lot just by herself. It is kind of breaking my rule here because Cassandra is also a shield hammer user. I think it's a shield hammer anyway. It might be a different kind of hammer. Just bear with me a second. No, yeah, it's a shield hammer. But yeah, other than, I mean, design is also really neat in my opinion. It's got a lot going on. Okay, no, it's not a lot going on, but it's enough to be appealing, but not too much to be distracting, you know. And yeah, I think a Blade Quest is pretty interesting as well. That's fun. Boo and A, honestly. Korra. I'll be honest, I don't have much to say about Korra. She used the Brawler Knuckles, so that's something. I mean, Brawler Knuckles are also a blade weapon. I don't think too much of either, so that doesn't help in that sense. I think her personality is pretty fine. How would you describe it? I forgot how to describe her personality here. Kind of upbeat, peppy, you know, kind of stereotypical teenage girl attitude, you know, that one. Design's also rather interesting in a sense, but I don't know, I'll put her in C. Alright, KOS-MOS. KOS-MOS. Other than being probably one of the hardest rare blades to pull because of a pull chance, which I believe is 0.01%. So that was fun. KOS-MOS is actually a really cool blade. She's what I like to call a cameo blade. So like Elma, Fiora, Shulk, who are from previous games in the series, KOS-MOS is from the Xenosaga line of games, which preceded the Xenoblade ones. And I think that's really cool just to have her there present. And it's a nice little callback, and I like ETH canon user, so you know, immediately high opinion of her. She's also a really powerful blade too, so that's cool. It seems like most ETH canon users are powerful blades, which is the pro, I suppose. But S, because I really like it. Mikali? I think it's Mikal. Personally, not a fan of his attitude of personality of hitting on every woman he sees. That's a little weird. But his writing in game is just spot on. He's hilarious. So I'm gonna give him an A. He's also a really good blade of battle with the fans. I don't know the actual name of those. Divine Consorts, although that's probably not the name for it. Helped me a lot in the battle where you can unlock armor, so good live for that. Mithra. Oh, Mithra. Okay, I do like Mithra a lot. I think she's a really cool blade, and I like her involvement in both Torna's story and this one, and Xenoblade 2 itself. But I prefer, spoilers ahead of time, I guess. I much prefer Pyro over Mithra, just in terms of personality alone. I love her. I love her in battle. She's really cool. But I also love the cutscene in Chapter 3 with when she's awakened. That's really cool as well. I'll put her in A. Newt. She was one I finished developing recently. She's pretty cool. Other than having a design that some people would, fawn over. Yeah, I really like her. She's a cool blade. I believe she wields the Chroma Katana. So, and that's also one of my favourite weapons. It's one of my favourites. It's not my favourite, which the ETH canon is, as I've said. Yeah, she's really cool. I ain't got much to say about her, but she gets an A. Nia. Okay, well, I've spoken about Nia in length before in my top 5 favourite Xenoblade characters list, so I won't waste too much of your time here. But she's really cool. I love her. She's a great character. Great writing. Just one of the best healers in the game, so that helps too. So yes. I'm blanking on this one. What's her name? What is her name? Oh, Nim. I haven't done much with Nim, honestly. I don't really have much thoughts on her in general. Not too big a fan of her design. I think there's just, I don't think it's that interesting, honestly. And the whole furry vibe she gives off is a little off-putting. But I don't mean to be mean to furries. That's just, you do your own thing. I respect you for being able to, you know, do your own thing. But I don't like Nim that much, honestly. So I'll put her in C. Abrona. I don't like Abrona. I just don't. I don't even like using her in battle. I don't even like her character either. Her design, I kind of have mixed opinions on. It kind of changes from day to day whether I think it's semi cool or just not good. So D. I'm sorry. I'm not a Abrona fan. Just like I'm not a Pandora fan. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like Pandora. I'm not a fan of her design. I'm not a fan of her character. I mean, don't get me wrong, the relationship she has with Zeke is pretty entertaining, and I like that, but if we're talking about Pandora as a blade alone, then there's not much to her. I'm sorry, she gets a D as well. Patroka. So yeah, Patroka shares the same VA with Aghast, which I've mentioned earlier, which is, again, surprising. But as actual blade herself, she's alright. Earth Element, she uses the... I think she uses the Brawler Knuckles. I don't know, actually. No, she uses a weird lance. Okay. Yeah, I think Patroka's alright as a blade. I think her personality is kind of obnoxious in a sense. But, yeah, I don't know, see. Come on, I should know this one. He's so cool. Percival. Yeah, Percival. Oh yeah. Other than having like a super badass design, he also uses the Chroma Katana. Again, one of my favorite weapons, blade weapons personally, and he just gives off this badass vibe, you know. Oh, I think the fact that he's also kind of like supposed to be a pirate of some sorts helps too. I think he's supposed to be a pirate anyway, but nonetheless, like he gets an easy A. Oh, I'm blanking on this one too. What's his name? Benito? I guess that's it. Yeah, Benito's the blade that's equipped to Mikhail in the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I ain't got a clue what weapon he wields. Half-Haven? Whatever that is. I've never used Benito because he's just never interested me. Designs, alright, I know jack all about character, so because I'm going to put on D. I know that seems a little unfair, but just get on here. Just keep up. Next up is actually the first rare blade I pulled, Perun. Other than having an attachment to her in that way, in that sense, I don't really have much to say about her. I mean, she's definitely got a core appeal in her design, if you know what I'm saying. But and some of her animations too, if you know what I'm saying. But I think I do like her. I mean, she's got like this cool personality to her. Design's a little over the top in some places, if you know what I mean, which I alluded to just a second ago. But yeah, I like her. But I'll put her in B. I think that's Praxis. Yeah, I think that's Praxis. Yeah, if I can find her. Yeah, that's Praxis. Don't have a lot of don't have a lot of thoughts on Praxis, nor do I have a lot of thoughts on Theory later on. But I guess we could just do 2 and 1 in that sense. Praxis and Theory, I don't really have an opinion on. I mean, I like the designs; they're pretty neat in that sense. Praxis has got a little too much going on in some areas, but Theory's got a neat one. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about them. They're both going C, so I'll just move Theory there. And next up is Pyra. Oh, I love Pyra. She may not be like the best blade in battle or anything. She got bloody Eno out here, proving that most common blades are better than Pyra in battle. But I don't care about that. I love Pyra. she's got such a sweet personality that it's just, oh, it's so cute. I mean, yeah, you know, she's got a lot going on design-wise, if you know what I'm saying again. But I just really like how she is. And I think Sky Bennett does like an amazing job voicing her. She's just so good. Yes. Poppy Cutie Pie, which is my favorite variant of the Poppy line. Mostly because Poppy Cutie Pie is strong as all hell. She's super powerful. And so, I just think she's really cool. So, would it be less? I would, yes. Poppy Cutie. I don't really have a lot to say about Poppy Cutie. She's pretty much got a similar opinion. I pretty much have a similar opinion of her that I do Poppy Alpha. But the moment in chapter 4 when you awaken, that's pretty cool. So because of that, she gets a B. Rock. I got to really like Rock recently. Before I didn't really think much of Rock, but I got to really like him. Like, apart from having like a really cool design, and a cool voice to boot, he's so cool. And just like how he carries fandom's spirit on, in a sense, that's really cool too. It's a shame he doesn't get more time in the spotlight in the main story, because if only he did, that would have been so much better. But I'll put him in A, nonetheless. This dude, Malice's Blade, Server, doesn't matter. Sever, it's a cool design. It feels pretty generic at the same time. If you kind of understand what I'm saying, like, it feels cool, but you know, you feel like you've seen it somewhere before. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I've got to say, really. Looks cool, and that's about it. C. This girl, I don't remember her name. Sheba, right? Yeah, she's a blade you can acquire by like buying a core crystal for 500,000 G, which, yeah, kind of dampens my opinion of her in that sense. I'm kidding. That doesn't really affect my opinion of her. I think the way she travels around in the bathtub, that's pretty funny. She also uses the Ether Cannon, so immediate high opinion in that sense. I think I've got her equipped to Zeke. Yeah, I do. That's kind of weird. Yeah, she's kind of cool. The design's nice. The personality of this grandiose, stuck-up, you know, rich girl. You've seen it before, but I think it's still good in a sense. B. Oh, sorry. Sure. Well, you know, kind of what I had to say about Fiora earlier. So, A. Telos, or Telos. I've never been sure how to pronounce the name. Is it Telos? Telos? Telos. Doesn't matter. I really like Telos. I don't know if I like her more than KOS-MOS. Actually, I think I like her the same as KOS-MOS. I like the design, I love the fact she's wielding this scythe. It's really cool. It's just really cool in general. I'm pretty sure she's from the Xenosaga series as well. Like, I want to say she is. Future me will correct me on screen if she's not. But yeah, same things as for her I do KOS-MOS. We're almost there. I've forgotten her name. Oh god. She's pretty infamous in the Xenoblade community, so you should think I should know this character. Ursula. Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard the horror stories of her Blade Quest, and personally, I haven't even tried to develop her affinity chart because of that fact alone. But I mean, if there's anything positive I have to say about her, it's the fact she's just wandering around with this polar bear. It's just called Berry, and I think that's pretty funny. So, for that alone, she gets a B. Veil. I don't personally like Veil a lot. I mean, the design's alright, but I don't like her edgy personality, you know? I realise it's a front for something more, and in that sense it's interesting. But it's just, I don't know, I don't like her, and I'm not even a big fan of her blade weapon, which is... I can't find right now. Where is she? Where the hell? Should be able to find her. Legitimately can't find her right now, but whatever, I'll correct it later. Yeah, I don't like Veil a lot. I'm gonna put in D. Honestly, I really don't like Veil as a character. I'm sorry. But Vess on the other hand, oh, Vess is so sweet, and like, oh, her play quest is so sad as well. It hurts. She also has like, I mean, mood whiplash 101 here, but like, I just really like her design. I think it's really cool. I remember when I first saw her, I was like, wow, this is such a cool blade, and like, I still hold that exact same opinion of her. So, I don't know how she fares in battle, whether she's actually any good or not, but I'd give her an A, honestly, just for that blade quest and her design alone. Wulfric. Oh, I really like Wulfric. I mean, badass design in my opinion. Bloody hell, so cool, and he's like got such a cool personality as well. Like, he doesn't mean to be terrifying, but because of how he is, like from his, from how he is alone, it just happens. It's so cool. So we'll put Wulfric in A. And finally, we have Zenobia. I like Zenobia a lot. Her design is like, oh my bad. Her design's really cool, and it's like maybe showing a bit too much off. But like, I really like her grandiose personality as well. Like, she's just such a cool and powerful blade. It's hard for me to like describe my thoughts on Zenobia without having to like script it first. But I do really like her as a blade and a character. Her blade quest though is a little rough, where you have to go hunting random stones in places, but it's not really a major point in contention for me. It's more just a slight annoyance. But yeah, I really like Zenobia, and I'm not sure whether I put her in A or S. I want to put her in S, but I feel like that would be wrong. No, I'm going to put her in S, because I just like her that much. Well, okay, well, I mean, we're done here. So this is how it's looking. Looking over it, yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with this. There's not really any I would change, just taking first glance. Yeah, I think we're done here. So, well, this has been fun. I always want an excuse to talk about Xenoblades, just in any form. So considering I haven't actually done it for a while, I thought that a tier list would be the best way possible. Especially since the blades are like, I wouldn't say a more niche part of the series, but just like one that doesn't get focused on enough, I feel, especially on this channel. So yeah, if you've watched the ends, then thank you. That means a lot, honestly. And yeah, it's been fun, honestly. I want to do more Xenoblade Chronicles 2 content in the future, or just Xenoblade Chronicles in general. So I hope I get around to that, and I hope we look forward to it. So that said, I thank you for watching.